Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be looking at these claw and ball carpenter's pincers or pincers, wherever you are in the world. Indeed, wherever you are in the world, depending on what type of carpenter's pincers you have. These are the claw and the ball, or the claw and knob, as some people call them. But these type are mainly and were mainly manufactured and used in Ireland and the UK. And I know in America and in the Middle East, they had just they come straight down into a point there, carpenter's pincers. I have a pair of that type of pincers myself, but these belong to my grandfather, so I recently cleaned them up and restored them. Lovely pair of pincers to use, lovely feel to them, lovely handle to them, and lovely quality to them. You're talking possibly 19, something tells me I think 1940s, early 50s is when these were made. You can still get the same type of ones today. I'm not saying the quality is going to be anything like that. This is pure steel, so trust me, it's good quality. But anytime I've taken them out and used them, people has asked me. Well, they've kind of come to the conclusion themselves. They know what the claw is for, right? That's a taken. But they say, well, what's the ball for? I don't understand that part, or the knob. And some people say, I tell them why I use this, which I'm going to show, and that's what this video is about. Why I use the ball, the knob, whatever you want to call it. But they can't get their heads around it when they see it. But look, I'm going to give you my reasons for it, but I'm going to give you, anyone that doesn't know how pincers work or what they use, just a quick rundown of them. They're mainly used by carpenters, or look, it don't have to be a carpenter, but they're mainly used with panel pins. They're mainly used with a very fine door or blind head nail is what I call also. But for the panel pins, I'm just going to show you. We have a nice curved, as you see, head here. What we do is we get it over our panel pin. The lighting mightn't be on our side here, so we'll go to here possibly. We lock it in, we grab a hold of it, and we run with our curve just like that there, and we pull out perfectly straight panel pin. A panel pin could be used again. There's no reason why it can't. So we'll go for that again and just show you what. Straight in like that. Grab it tight, clinch it here, as you can see here, clinch it here, and just let that run with the thing of the head, with the bend, and again we pull out another straight, perfectly panel pin. When you're using panel pins, you have to use a cross peen hammer. That's a given. Claw hammer, no addition. Too heavy, gonna start wrecking everything. Splitting wood, bending panel pins, and the panel pins won't pull out with a claw hammer as the head's too fine on them. That's why we use our pincers. Now, we'll quickly drive in another one here. I've gone down very far with this one, so my claw comes into effect here. As you can see, the side and it's like that there. Well, I'm just mightn't be so lucky to get the head in sometimes. Given, say, if this was a corner or something, I mightn't have room to go squeezing if I was in a cabinet or something like that. So I come in with the claw like that. Sometimes if it was a wee bit tighter, you can just give it a little tap with your hammer like that there, and you just lever it out, just like that there. And again, we pull out another straight panel pin. It's impossible to bend the panel pin. There's steel panel pins and there's aluminium panel pins. It's impossible, I find, to bend them with when you're using carpenter's pincers. When you're using the right tools, like everything else, I find it impossible. Now, finer wood. Anyone that works with carpentry, even picture frames, anything like that, if you're going to start using panel pins, you have to clobber the point of them, or else once you start hammering into it, you're going to go splitting your wood. So what I do there in that case is I get me pincers, I get me ball end on them, just put my hand in there on them like that there, get the point of the panel pin, put it down on that, and 3 taps of that, and we're good to go into our wood here. We're not going splitting it. Now, this was a moulding or something like that. Take it that where I needed just to be really careful with it. If there was a groove, and some mouldings have grooves or something like that, well, I could use the corner and the flat part of my cross peen hammer just to drive that down a bit, right? I could use a dot punch if I wanted to, but sometimes what I do is either on the end or on the side, I just again get me pincers, put them down onto the thing like that, and I apologize again for the lighting. I let the claw sit here like this, and I just give the top a simple tap, and it clabbers the head and buries it down into the timber. That's what I use the ball for. That's what I use the claw for, and that's why I think these were a great invention. That's this video. I hope it solved maybe a puzzle or two. Hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Lots of different content on this channel. See you in the next one.